What's up, boys? It's Camilo from Solana Bros Trading, and today we're going to be talking about how you can become a more profitable trader. Now, there's many different tools that you can use and many different things and strategies you have to implement to become an actual profitable trader. But first, we're going to start off with talking about BullX. And I'm sure if you're already trading, you already use it. But one of the things that people don't pay attention to is when they're looking at new pairs, they don't pay attention to any of the signs that are right here. Now, why these signs are important? Because they give you indications of how good the coin can be. So, my current recommendation, at least for the state of the market, talked about in the previous video, is you probably don't want to look at the new creations. You want to focus on these two tabs a lot more because these are coins that actually have volume, and it's a lot harder to just track all these coins because they can easily be rugged in 5 seconds, or they can be pumped and then dumped. It happens all the time. It's like the Wild West out here. But it's more important to look into about to graduate and graduate. So the most important signs are like right here. So right here you can see like insiders and different snipers, and why these signs are important is because it tells you, okay, do I want to click on this coin or not? So this one shows it has like 75% insiders, and top 10 holders holds 57% of this coin. So if we click on it, it's probably, see, like you can see right here, this is obviously a bundled coin. It's trying to be bundled to get bonded probably, and when it gets bonded, which bonded basically means that the coin itself moves to radium, and you can already tell that like this is a terrible coin. Like just like I said, like from the symbols below before we even clicked on it, top 10 holders are 56%, and insiders are holding 74%, which is absolutely terrible because any more like if you join into this coin, you're gonna get rugged, you're gonna get destroyed. So it's just a matter of looking at coins and kind of judging based off what it says. Maybe it's a good coin to click on. Like this one seems okay. Yay Pepe. So the top 10 holders are 32%. Dev is hold like he sold 2%, and as well insiders are not that bad. A lot of snipers, but not too bad. And I mean this chart looks a little bit weird. I mean, it does, like I wouldn't put their money into the coin, but the basic premise is that these signs can help you kind of not even waste time on coins that are not good. So right here, here's a coin that actually has some healthy volume, and you can even see top 10 holders is only 23%. Insiders only have holding 1.36%. And another good bullish sign is that the dev has migrated a coin right before based off this crown symbol. Now that also means like they've made a coin before that has actually made it to radium, and it's actually like a decent coin. You can see nice healthy volume. There's ups and downs, and it doesn't look all robotic, and that's kind of like the basic thing. Is like the most important thing is look at the top 10 holders, look at the insider holding, and look at the dev holding. Those are kind of the bigger things. And another big important thing is also that can help is dev migrations. It's not like a make or break buy or not, like based on just those symbols, but it helps you really avoid getting rugged, or like at least becoming more profitable. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about is alpha groups. Now, one of the biggest ones that almost everyone on the space knows is Potion, and but the nice thing about Potion is that even though they have paid sections, you really want to get on the server for, if we go over here, for the free voice calls, because these free voice calls, the most important thing is to build a group of your own, because the number one thing that me and Jack have found out is that trading by yourself is an absolute no-no. Like you're gonna be way less profitable. You're gonna find alpha a lot less of the time. It's a lot better if you have multiple people, one looking at the Twitter, one looking at different things that can help you make better plays and lose less. And I would recommend joining in like at least every day for a couple hours a day, getting to know people, seeing how they're doing. You're gonna find some profitable traders, some that are not, and maybe everyone that I have seen from at least Potions community is they're always very very helpful. And also another good alpha group that there is also me and Jax, and we've been building this alpha group for our community, and we're always very transparent, sharing our wins, our losses, and as well, we've been building community members. Already have over 100 members that are more than willing to help, always, and we also have our TikToks and our different YouTube videos always on there, and just also like a general chat, like people always are talking, sharing their P&Ls and everything, and what everyone thinking, like how it's going. And another thing is that me and Jack are always in the voice calls right here, willing to help our community at all times. And it's a nice place that if you're a little bit too scared to go into Potion, there's you're gonna find a lot more helpful people, at least on our alpha group. But those two servers I would definitely recommend to really join, and also the links for them are gonna be below. Now, another great tool that you can use besides Bullx is called Deck Screener. Now, the thing with Deck Screener, you don't want to always completely trade off of it. Like, no one really trades off Deck Screener. Like, you want to focus more on exchanges like Bullx or Axiom or Photon. Because the thing with Bullx, it doesn't give you as much alpha. But the nice thing is that you can look at the bigger market cap coins. And the nice thing about bigger market cap coins is that you're gonna see a lot more healthy volume buys and sells, and it just you can take that advantage of, okay, this coin is, you can even it's a lot easier to chart support and resistance lines and trend lines. It's a lot easier to identify how the market is feeling based off that coin, because at least for Bullx, if you trade off of new pairs, you're like no coin is going to follow any type of trend line because it's just too early in the stages to even tell. It doesn't follow any regular rules. At least for Deck Screener, when you're dealing with more higher market cap coins, you're not going to, most of the time, it's a lot harder to get rugged. There is less profit, so I would recommend if you were to trade some of these coins, you would be trading with these coins with at least a minimum wallet size of at least 10 Solana. But they can always, like, it's easy to find if you're good at finding good trends and looking at social media correctly. You can easily make a 2 or 3x a day. Let's say you can make it $100 to $200 a day if you're playing your cards right, looking at the right coins right here. And like this right here is like, it shows the most popular coins. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is live trading. So, live trading can be a great way to learn about the inside and the minds of some of these top KOLs. So, my example right here is going to be Orangey. Orangey is probably one of the most well known at least in the meme coin spaces. And the thing with Orangey is that, like, he always goes on call with other top KOLs like Cup C, Xavier Sterling, and Waddles, different KOLs like that. And what they basically do is that, like, he has many different videos on his channel just live trading. And what I would do and what Jack and I did is that we got out our notebooks and took notes. Okay, why did they buy into this coin? Why did they sell at this point? What made this coin good? Like, you always want to be asking yourself the question: is this coin going to be good? Are other people going to be buying it? Because in these coins, you're really buying into the speculation aspect. Because at the end of the day, 99.999% of these coins are all going to go bust. They're all going to go zero, because the only few exceptions are like Bonk and Dog with Hat. There's different like coins like that, but that's the odds of you staying in that coin and finding that exact next big Dog with Hat or Bonk coin is almost zero. It's almost none. It's very hard to kind of find those coins, but at least like you're trying to focus on the main thing of finding like coins that can make you quick like 2 to 3x, and if you become consistent with that, you're gonna make good money. And if you pay attention to some of these videos, you can see like they're talking about volumetrics, what Twitter is saying, like they're using different bots, or you can see, and like you can even see on the right here, Orangey's tracking wallets on his wallet tracker. And we'll get onto wallet tracking in a little bit later in the video. But it's just, I would recommend looking into these videos, that you see where they buy, see where they sell, and see how they talk and how they interact with these different coins and which ones they click off with instantly. It really helps you see in the inside of more profitable traders. Now, another thing to talk about is Twitter. So with Twitter, it always keeps you up to date into what people are buying. And what I have is a wallet tracker that I'm following that just tracks some of these whales that if I see any good plays and like I'm seeing multiple KOLs buy into a certain coin, that could be a confirmation of, okay, this coin might be a big runner, because if you have more than 4 or 5 KOLs buy into a coin, they're all suspecting that they're all speculating that coin's going to be a pretty good coin. And there's just many different things, and as well, we're going to get into CT tracker. I forgot to mention this from Orangey's Discord potion, and CT trackers are kind of like, it's a lot. It's a basically a like a bot that shows you every single tweet from crypto Twitter, because regular Twitter can show you anything, But what this basically does, it mainly focuses on the main points of like things that big things that are coming out. You can see like any of these big tweets that come out, they can easily be used for, okay, you know what, like I need to buy into this coin because of this narrative, or people are talking about this. And it's kind of when you while you're trading on Bullx or whatever platform you're using, I would have it on the side on your phone, or if you don't have a second monitor, try to use your phone and look at Twitter tracker. You can easily go on Discord, click on it, and just have it to the right of your laptop, computer, or whatever you're using. And if some is let's say Elon tweets about like a picture of his dog, then you can be one of the first to catch that and like identify coins to catch that runner. And the next thing I wanted to get into is pump.fun, and it's really you use it to identify the meta. And the current meta you can see right now is you can see all these different narratives they're talking about. Smiling, TikTok smiling, TikTok. So these are kind of like the main big runner coins that you can identify. And it kind of helps you just identify like the main meta. Not that you should always be focusing on these coins, but you can see just like the current meta, and it's really important to know that, because if you don't know the current meta, you could be going to coins that don't really matter, that will waste your time and end up wasting you money. But if you're focusing on like if dog is the meta for currently right now, then those are going to probably be more running of coins. Now the final thing I wanted to talk about is GMGN, and we've talked about this in our previous video about what we've learned so far. And GMGN it's a nice platform to kind of see, you know, what wallets are kind of buying, or the profitability of wallets. Not You don't have to necessarily track wallets through here, but you can easily click on, let's say like this person right here. You can check their win rate, the different positions they're holding, and it always updates automatically. And it has a copy trade button, but copy trading I would never really recommend, because you can have something that's like this term called rinsed, because all these big KOLs know that all these people are tracking them. And let's say they buy into a coin, they already know that 200 people are tracking them and going to throw in a soul each. Every time they buy into the coin, they're probably going to always make a 2x, because people are always tracking them. Now that's kind of an important thing, like, don't copy trade, and it's just kind of a nice way to identify their win rate and how they're doing with their current soul balances, and if you actually want to track them. Now back to Bullx, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys more about wallet tracking. And Bullx has a really nice feature of where you can put in these different KOLs, like let's say Jittercore. As you can see, like you can see the wallets you're tracking when they buy and when they sell, and that could be like kind of like a nice confirmation of, like do I want to buy into that coin or not, and it always like updates every time. I have Loopier, or Cupsy's in there somewhere. It's just kind of a like, or Eurus. Like there's so many different KOLs you can track, and it's not necessarily so you can copy them, but it can be helpful to identify the meta and where the KOLs are putting their money, like because they're kind of like the whales of the whole trench space, and it's just kind of important to always track what they're doing, and it helps you identify market trends in the trenches at least. Now that's the wrap for this video. I hope you guys learned something. There's a lot to always talk about. There's just those are just kind of like the basics that can make you more profitable, so you don't make any of the rookie mistakes, because at the end of the day, there's going to be points where you lose. And the number one thing that I have learned, and as well my partner Jack has learned, is that don't ever lose faith. Like you will make it if you want it bad enough. It's important to always log your trades, look at the CT tracker, look at where like the wallets that you're tracking, they're always tracked. Look at current market trends, and also it's kind of important to also look at live trading as well. That can be a really helpful thing of, okay, this guy is profitable. I want to follow this guy because of this, this, and this. So that's basically the end of the video. Please be sure to join our Discord. We're always helping out in there. There's plenty of community members that will be happy to help if me and Jack are not there. We're always live trading there as well. There's our community basically helps, like, what I like about our community, we're just completely transparent. We share our wins, our losses, and by all means, we're not completely profitable. We've made some money, but we're trying to get to the point as, Orange or any of these big KOLs. It's just kind of important to be transparent with your community. But anyways, that's the wrap for this video. And please like, subscribe, and that's it. Peace.